Um,
Hi, Maija. How are ya?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm just all right.
Only all right.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to brush my teeth this morning, and I had eggs, so I got that milky taste in my mouth.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. But I'm okay. Other than that, things are all right.
Well, that's good then. Hopefully you can get a toothbrush soon.
I'm gonna. That's my plan.
All right. I was just wondering if I can ask you a couple questions just about the band in general and you guys coming to Dauphin.
You definitely should.
All right. First off, I'll just start off with a bit of band history, I guess. You got your start on Canadian Idol, right?
Oh yeah. No. Yes, I did.
But were you with the band before that?
I was in another band before that, and I was with that band. I had just started. That was my first band, the band right before us, and I had just started with them and was writing music with them. And then after the show, it kind of got super serious, and they were all pretty into school and into their jobs and not too interested in continuing. So I was kind of forced into calling up some old friends and stuff, and so that's when I called up Tom and Chris, and they had known me for we'd known each other for a long time, just through other bands and stuff in the scene and stuff in Vancouver, and then so we got together last January and started writing together, and then now it's now.
Awesome. So you guys are all from Vancouver area?
Yeah.
And like you said, you just met up basically through different band concerts and stuff?
Yeah, just like knowing guys from, oh, that Chris is from that band. Oh, hey, how's it going? And you talk and you'll hang out and go for beers and stuff. And
all right, so I have to ask you, there's a town in BC called Headley. Is that how you guys got your name?
definitely, yes, it is. It was growing up, a bunch of just friends that I grew up with and stuff. We'd always go just out past there, and it was always a frequent stop for us. And we usually stop in Headley. There's like .5 cops in Headley, so it kind of became a gong show every time we show up there. So we were kind of the law in Headley.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a fun, memorable summer town that we used to go to every summer, and it's just a short little name, and I really wasn't that creative to think of anything else. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sounds good. How would you describe your style of music right now?
Bad or poor? No, that was a tasteless joke. It's rock music. It's what you would hear on the radio. It's hooky. It's up tempoed. There's a lot of emotion in it.
All right, and
I think those are all good descriptive words.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything, I don't know, maybe embarrassing you can tell me about each member of the band?
Oh, embarrassing. Chris has very small ankles, actually, like humorously small ankles.
Small ankles.
Yes.
All right.
And I've got a problem, a hygiene problem in general.
Like not brushing your teeth.
Bingo.
Awesome.
Bingo. And what else? I don't know what's embarrassing, or at least what's not so embarrassing that I won't get my ass kicked by picking it up. Let's see, Dave. I'm just gonna throw his name out there now. I have to think about something that has to do with Dave. Dave used to be a woman.
Oh yeah.
For real. Like he had an operation, and his name used to be Barbara, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was a lie, but let's go with it.
It works for me. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Are you guys all around like the same age?
Just 28, and Tom is 28, and then Dave is 26, and I'm 22.
Okay, so immaturity is not huge.
Definitely is no maturity gap. We'll put it that way.
All right. As for yourself, I've read a number of articles that talk about how crazy you act sometimes. In one of them, it quotes Tommy as saying, "What you see is what you get, and usually you see way too much." What do you think he means by that?
Well, here, I'll put it this way. We just got back from Mexico, and it was pretty much it felt like school again because every morning I'd get a call from the head office asking me to come down so that the general manager would then proceed to yell at me for whatever it is the night before we did. But one night we stole a bunch of fire extinguishers and we were playing with them in the pool, and they would actually shoot you across the pool at a reasonable speed. And then just getting naked in the disco and naked in the resort, and yeah, they're not fond of nudity too much, and I think I am.
That sounds like a good time. How about the times you've worn songs into the studio?
I spent the entire recording process, we recorded one half of our album in downtown Vancouver at probably one of the best studios in the country, and then the other half we spent up at Garth Richardson's studio up at his ranch. So being kind of out of civilization's eye, I wore for a consecutive 3 weeks, like no more, no less, the entire time, a thong and a boa.
And what did this song look like?
I actually had a couple on. This one had like sports stripes on it, and it was kind of spandexy, really comfy, really comfy. I go for comfort over aesthetics when it comes to stuff like that, you know.
Nice. Even though you obviously like to be a little wild sometimes, you obviously know how to work hard to get to where you've gotten today. Does that mean that all the fun stops during recording?
Never. Recording an album is usually one of the most fun times any band will have. Just, you know, you're bunkered down for, 14, 15, sometimes 18, 20 seconds. And it's a wicked opportunity for you and all your buddies to just kind of bond and really learn how each other works and stuff. And it's a lot of fun, especially, sometimes there's time constraints and all that stuff, but that's just all stuff that makes it a better group if you can work through it. And it's so much fun to record an album.
Awesome. Now, you've written a couple of songs on the album, right?
We wrote all of them, and we co-wrote 2 or 3.
Okay. Can you tell me where you get your inspiration to write the songs?
Geez, I don't know. I've been writing songs since I was young, and 99% of them are complete garbage. So, I think that just a couple, got lucky. There's a saying that goes, you've got 40 years to write your first album and 6 months to write your second album. So, it was kind of a compilation of stuff that I've written, since I was younger, and but that still works. And I don't know. I don't write a lot of it from personal experience. I think I like to take on, perspectives and stuff, and write stories and perspectives and whatnot.
So then, would you say that each member gets to, I guess, give their own input?
Totally. We all, as far as the music writing process goes, it's all 4 of us that works on the music and kind of structures the song. But for the most part, I'll write the lyrics and the melodies and kind of bring that as a shell.
Awesome. Now, you sold out in 2 hours in Winnipeg. You haven't been around that long. So what do you think makes you have so many fans already?
Well, we played 3 shows in a row last time, and I think they were all close to selling out. And it's just, I think our last show, and there wasn't even that very big shows, but I think, and then we did the Simple Plan tour, which totally helped so much. And actually, we can all, the whole band remembers Winnipeg as being one of the better shows we've played too. And just the exposure we've gotten over the last little while, and the way we've kind of exploited it and done everything we can to, like we just did a huge stadium tour with Simple Plan, and now we're coming around, just a couple months later to make sure that we can solidify, came out to see us, and a huge thing for us is bringing over fans and getting new fans whenever and wherever we can. So.
And have you, learned certain things that, I don't know, you wouldn't have picked up on if you weren't in a band?
Pardon?
Have you learned, a lot since you've been in Hedley?
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much. Just, the learning curve is so steep all of a sudden because there's so much going on around you, and there's so many aspects of music, as far as, being in a band, working with people, and then the business is a whole other monster altogether, and there's just so much information out there to soak up. You really got to be doing it for a while to really have your head wrapped around all of it.
All right, and you're coming to Dauphin April 8th. What can Hedley fans expect?
Ridiculousness. I'm gonna create a whole new word tour Dauphin, and it's going to be ridiculousness.
Awesome. Are you guys only playing songs off the album, or do you have some new stuff in store?
I've actually been writing right now. We've been starting to do pre-production and starting to write for our new album. So maybe we'll test out some new ones. Maybe we'll stick to the plan. Who knows?
All right. Well,
I don't know.
all right. I'm moving to Vancouver March 5th, so unfortunately I'll miss your show here, and I'll miss the one in Winnipeg. But I love your music, so I'm hoping I'll finally catch you guys out there sometime soon.
It'll be the best thing you ever did. Vancouver is so beautiful. Right now, actually, I'm in a t-shirt and sweatpants, and I'm sitting with my car door open in the sun.
See, that makes me jealous because right now it's minus 30 outside.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, so get ready for the cold weather.
That's good information for me, though, because I need to start packing for this tour, and I want to, I don't want to be like, well, it's sunny here, it must be sunny across the country, and then show up in Winnipeg with fucking shorts.
You definitely need some warm clothing.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a lot of fun on your tour.
Definitely will.
All right. Thanks a lot.
A lot. Have a great. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye.